星の影夢でも捕まえて流れる雲に思う行き先ないこの心いつか見た日の明日も青い通り雨色づいた花びら揺らすぬくもりも激しささえも切なさの 信じない今も語りかけた In your heart それでもずっと信じない愚か閉ざしきった愛情が私を悪い魔女にただ駆り立てる彼と夢見た奇跡は奪い去られてただお前も感じているんだろうそれはきっと私たちの瞳あなたの夢は叶わない常に目を覚ましてここで怯えてもっと信じないそばで見透かされる Very mind 奇跡はずっと大きな夢を探し出した黄金の中身から信じない夢が無限だった存在を恐れてきっと信じない今も語りかけた In your heart それでもずっと信じない愚か閉ざしきった愛情が私を悪い魔女にただ駆り立てる彼と夢見た奇跡は奪い去られて叶わない常に目を覚ましてここで怯えてもっと信じないそばで見透かされる Very mind 奇跡はずっと大きな夢を探し出した黄金の中身からこの目目がたかが知れるわ彼と過ごした夜乱の日々が見えない何かが聞こえてくるんだろうそれはきっと私たちの叫び The Final Venus 人々の上にバーヘザマニカ焼き
Alright, hello everyone. Welcome to the stream for the quarterfinals as we're gonna be having Miku Logic Paint S Plus versus Dragons. This is LivelyPeninsula going to be your commentator for today. And it's very interesting to see this sort of pick in here. So this being a killer Metsiat map, I wouldn't be surprised if this is a Rice chart. And yes, I actually just joined, so apologies for that. But for the meantime, what I'm really curious about is, does Miniac have the consistency to ensure this lead? And that one is sort of made me a bit skeptical, especially considering the patterning of this chart. I think if Kapupa can hold on to that full combo, they could hope that something would, like a miss, could occur to Miniac. But it doesn't look like it's happening again. As long as Miniac keeps at accuracy, I think this lead is going to be theirs to keep. Still though, anything can happen. I think, yeah. Wow, okay, that was really close. Kapupa had the better accuracy in general when it comes to like ratio, but the bad judgments were way too much to overcome. I do think if that didn't happen, Kapupa would have definitely taken it. So Miniac will be on their like third pick in a row. If let's say Miniac will choose to play the next chart, which I'm not surprised because they could be going for like an Ellen pick or something. So Miku Logic is Astal and Miniac, while Dragons is Rinresk and Kapupa. That's a really good pairing for both teams. You have pretty much Ellens and Rice covered, and both players from both sides are capable of doing that. Honestly, it's going to be really interesting to see how these two teams will go against each other in the future picks. I do think Miku Logic has to pick. They have to pick Hot Saturn, in my honest opinion, because I think they just have the accuracy. I'm looking at the what do you call it again? I'm looking at the MP right now. I would be expecting LM because if you look at the Rice, they are getting out act. And sure, Miniag only won the LM pick by a few hundred points. It's the 200 count, which really, at least the 200 count is very low on Miniag's side compared to Rinre, who could have won on ratio. Which I do think it's better to choose a skill set which you have the slightly better accuracy on. And there you go. I'm not surprised about that, because at the end of the day, Dragons is gonna pick Rice again. No chance do you pick Ellen against Astal. Then again though, I feel like Miku Logic could have probably risked a Rice pick. Because Astal is gonna have to swap in players. Or wait, no, I think Miku Logic could probably afford to put Astal here. Because again, let's take a look. Miniac has already played 2 in a row. If Miniac places, it would be a third, which means Astal would have to swap in. So they gotta be careful with doing something like this. Right, so I think they'll be sticking with midi egg here. Alright. So this chart has a lot of mini jacks, has a lot of difficult Ellen patterns. I mean, it is an LN4, so I wouldn't be surprised. The mini jacks here are really challenging. So I guess Miku Logic could opt to pick something like this, especially if Dragons struggle on that side of the physicality. Like with LN2, or sorry, was it LN3? Okay, I'm not sure. Whichever LN was selected, I think it was LN3, yeah. I mean, I still think that this pick favors Miku Logic very well. I mean, right now it's very evident. You have these LN rolls, which you could really drop a lot if you're not careful. This score from both players is actually really impressive. I struggled to get a 99 on this chart for the record. And I do think it's an extremely difficult chart to just be very consistent on. Oh well, right on cue, as Miniag finds the first drop on their side, both teams have already missed. So there's gonna be no full combos here, which it's really a sign to how difficult this chart is. Rinse Rest is very close. Oh well, never mind, that's gonna widen the gap a lot. I say a lot, it's gonna be like 5,000 to 10,000 points, because Rinse is gonna find another drop. Oh my goodness, it's getting close still because Mini Egg is also finding drops. You can't really blame both of these players. It's a really difficult chart to get good at. Alright, these mini jacks could... I emphasize these mini jacks a lot because this is really one of the biggest difficulties of this chart. You have these full Ellen sections as well. There's so many things that this chart just throws at you. Alright, 15,000 points isn't impossible. I think Rinse actually has the lesser misses, unless Mini Egg keeps this accuracy. I don't think... I really don't see Mini Egg losing this point. Also, this ending is brutal to combo, by the way. You have those mini jacks, Ellen releases, just everything thrown at you. There's so many things this chart really gives you, and that's exactly why Miku Logic would want to choose picks like this, and both sides would miss at the end. Yet, again, chart's really difficult. Can't really fault any of these players for finding drops like that. Though Astal now has to play, because Miniag has already reached the 3-player cap, 3 players in three charts in a row limit. Alright, so this being the chart, this was, in my opinion, a really good choice. But at the same time, I disagree with having a timeout of this pick. Because at the end of the day, you're not the one choosing a chart, and Astel has to play regardless. So I'm not entirely sure why you'd want to choose a timeout at this time. I feel like it's a bad time to select this timeout. Simply because there's really not much you can do in this chart, in this pick. So I don't think it's a good time to pick this, to like use a timeout. After all, you only have one. Yeah, I really still think this timeout is not a good decision. But I understand why. I understand why a team would want to choose a timeout. I wonder what they could be discussing. They could be discussing what picks to have next or something like that. At least that's my guess. So there we go. Okay. Astel being here, really no other choice. It just has to be her. I do think the BPM is comfortable enough for Astel to perform extremely well on. But Kapupa has also been really tearing it so far in the rice pick that we saw them play. This being junction sort of helps, because I do think most players with this physicality are able to play these kinds of tracks. Then again though, okay, well that one miss from Asphalt does happen, but we've seen Kapupa drop a couple of bad judgments at some point. You know, despite this happening, I will say Miku Logic getting 3 points was really important for them, because that enables them to have like more freedom on what to choose next. Astal may find those drops. But you have to remember, again, that these kinds of charts are extremely difficult to play at a high level. Let's say you're in the big stage and you really have to perform at a high level. It's really difficult to maintain a very good consistency. And Astal has been doing a good job still on that. But Kapupa just has been, I mean, even in the one pick that they lost in Rise, Kapupa still did an extremely good job in that consistency. My goodness, like this chart is so uncomfortable to play. And both players are doing good at it. But Kapupa still with the full combo and 99.87. That's gonna be a really, really tall mountain to climb. So, the thing about these jump swings is they're very uncomfortable to play. Kapupa does finally find a drop. That's actually a massive one. That went from like a 50,000 to like around 45, but Astal turns on back. I mean, again, can't really blame them. These patterns are extremely dense. Both players are trying to maintain a sort of consistency here. I've seen Astal put in a lot of effort too. Like, you see how late she's starting to hit at some of them? That's going to be really daunting, but Kapupa should still be able to take it. That's actually an insane score from Kapupa, like over 1:10 ratio. Yeah, that's over 1:15, I think. Also, maybe even 1:16. Well, this pick makes sense, but last Ellen pick in the match. And honestly speaking, I think, in a sense, I can't really tell how it's gonna go for the hybrid picks. But if Miku Logic Paint doesn't win this, I think they're gonna be in big trouble. Because Dragons has the rise advantage against Astal. So I understand that there's gonna be a really scary situation here. They might risk to put an Astal here. I think it's a very ballsy move, but it will pay off if Astal wins this as well. I think this seems to be density, and if Astal is very comfortable with this, it should be fine. However, Rin's Resk is also very comfortable in these kinds of charts. At least with LN4, you have those like mini jacks which could cause players to drop a lot. But here, you're gonna be hanging on a thread all throughout the match, and it's really just a game of who maintains the consistency, who maintains their focus enough to not drop so many 200s. And so far, Rins is winning this game. The problem is though, oh well, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I'm not entirely sure if putting Astal was the right move. I did say that the risk will pay off if Astal wins, but this is the terrifying part. My goodness, yeah, I think the problem is the BPM is really high. I think it's a bit too high for Astal to perform extremely well, and Rin's Resk, I think the physicality is really benefiting them right now. Which, in hindsight, I understand why Astal was in here. I have a feeling Astal might have a better score than this. I know what Astal is capable of. She's an extremely good player. I definitely can see why. But the physicality aspect might be a bit too much. Rin's Resk though, that's a very clean full combo. 11 grades, no bad judgments. Very, very impressive performance. And I do think that I actually think that this is a bad situation for Miku Logic Paint, because Miku Logic Paint now has the burden of no LN picks. The only things that are left are hybrid, and Miniegg doesn't even have the liberty to pick 2 charts. If, let's say, Miniegg will play 3 charts in a row, Miniegg has only 1 pick in the liberty, if that makes sense. So if I were Miku Logic Paint S+, I would make Miniegg play this chart, and then the next chart, and then the pick after, Astal has to play that. And right after that, Miniegg can play the rest of the chart. So we have 5 points, there's potentially 7 picks left. So what you do here is you could make Miniegg play these 2, and then the next one Astal can play, so that's minus 3 charts. Huh, wait a minute. Doing the math is a bit confusing, yeah. But I don't know. You know what? I just think that Miniegg should ensure that he will be running out of picks to play because of the 3 player in a row rule. That's the strategy Miku Logic Paint S Plus has. Astal is a great player and has had many great moments in tournaments. I wouldn't want to praise her. I'm sure that eventually Astal is going to be able to catch up in some way. So I do think that Miniegg and Astal just has to find a way to somehow get these two players play the charts that they are extremely good in. As for Dragons, they have to continue what they're doing. Just able to take points off sheer consistency and accuracy. Just alternate with each other when it has to come. That's the thing about Dragons. They have that advantage. But Kapupa, I think, hasn't full comboed anything in this match yet. I could be wrong, but that's gonna be an issue. Because with charts like this, well, right on cue, right? This is the problem. If Kapupa can't hold the full combos, Minieg is gonna punish you for those mistakes. Minieg is one of those players that's improved drastically over the years. Honestly, it's really impressive to see Kapupa finding another drop. This is not what you'd want to see from Dragons. That is a 16,000, 17,000 point advantage. This is really benefiting Miku Logic right now. Very impressive work. Miniag takes a break point again. Kapupa had the better ratio, but the greats and the misses are telling me that nerves are starting to hit. And now, I think the advantage is on Miku Logic again. So you gotta be careful. Minieg has to choose a chart that he can play very well. Because the thing is, like what I mentioned, there's a 3-player rule. And I think that the strategy for Miku Logic Paint should be to get the point immediately, not to burn a chart and hope that, Dragons show. No, choose something that either of you are good at and hope that you'll be able to take advantage of. I'm turning out. Miku Logic has to make a decision. I think it's Hybrid 2. I think Hybrid 2 is the pick here. Yeah, the nerves are really the only thing that's holding Kaputo back. But had those nerves not been in, I think this could have been the other way around. So I guess you could say that Miku Logic Paint is going to try to reach for their victory, which is understandable. And I say good luck to both of these teams. Huh. Now, why am I concerned about this for some reason? Beef, like, I think LN4 should give already, like, a preview that maybe I can win this chart. But something tells me that Hybrid 1 isn't the right pick or the right call to make it this time. I feel like Hybrid 2 could have been better, even Hybrid 3, because I feel like those match LN4 more than Hybrid 1 does. And I think that these kinds of patterns will benefit Rins a lot. Then again though, Miniag has been consistent. But Rinse Risk also has a full combo to their name in this match. So I wouldn't necessarily say there's a combo advantage for either player. But accuracy-wise, on paper, Mini Egg should have the advantage. But it's these sections that fear me, because Rinse Rest is really capable in these kinds of physicality jump stream parts. While Mini Egg is able to keep up on those, but there's like a tendency for Mini Egg to sort of drop ratio or 200s on some sections. Right now, Mini Egg has a minor advantage. My goodness, this is getting scary. Because this could flip anytime soon. Oh my goodness. Alright. Unless there are more rice sections, okay, this part, I don't know who this benefits right now. My goodness, the consistency of these two players. I think we're gonna be seeing double full combos on this chart. For the first time, I think we'll be able to see both players full comboing this. No, I'm not gonna choke this, guys, I promise. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna curse this, rather. See? Both players are gonna full combo this. Insane. That's insanity. 990 doesn't even allow you to win. That's how crazy this win is. Ratio and 200s clearly go to Mini Egg. Like, not even a 200 count advantage for Rinse Risk here. Very impressive. But I think on the next pick, they have to risk Astal playing it. Or, because the problem is, if you're gonna play Mini Egg right now, and let's say you lose. Let's say you lose this pick as, let's say Mini Egg is in here. What do you even choose when you're with Astal? Do you choose Hybrid 2 or Hybrid 3? And I think the physicality really benefits Dragons. So, on a tactical standpoint, you'd want to hope that you have sort of the numbers game where you can try and make Astal play one chart. Sure, lower risk of winning, lower chance of winning, but Mini Egg would at least reset the 3 players in a row. But I feel like Miku Logic can also go for the kill here. I don't know, because the risk of winning this chart, I'm not sure, really. You see a chart like this, and do you really want to go for the kill? Especially when this is your opponent's pick? You already have 5 points. You are able to get 3 mistakes. If your objective is to win now, then, okay, there we go. Astal being in, I'm gonna be guessing, is the call here. Okay, that makes sense. Because at the very least, if Dragons go the distance and send this to tiebreaker, Mini Egg can play all the charts from here on out. Because it's gonna be 5-3, and there's gonna be 3 picks left. So that's exactly the amount of charts that Mini Egg can play. I think this is a good call for Miku Logic Paint S. I think Astal can still win this pick, assuming consistency is there. Technicality, it doesn't really mean that you're the most physical player, but if both players are consistent on this chart, that's going to be something. No one's finding a drop, but that's actually a massive accuracy drop from Astal, and there's the consistency. Rinse Rest has I think the reason why you're putting Rinse Rest here is probably to calm down Katupa's nerves slightly. And especially considering that Astel is the player here, I don't think that Dragons need to be worried too much. But that is a big drop from Rinse Rest, a 1/10% gone. Again, Miku Logic made the right call here. Knowing that Dragons will probably try to go for something like this, and hoping that the other more straightforward picks could go to Astel, let's say at worst comes to happen, burning this pick is a really good decision. And as for Dragons, they picked really well here. They could be aware or not that this pick might have Astel, and tried to pick probably the chart that benefits them the most. I like this pick from Dragons, but now I think on a tactical standpoint, Miku Logic Paint has the advantage. Now, if I were Astel, I really wouldn't be discouraged. This chart is extremely difficult, and Astel is doing a good job still. 97 is really impressive, but Rin's score is just, it's really good. 99.6 on a chart like this. It's no slouch, and there's really not much you can do. I think this is a top tier score right here we're seeing. It's a crazy performance for Rins. I think it's an extremely clean win here. 4 grades, 4 misses. It's extremely clean. Astel has 150 grades, 17 misses. I think the physicality is just really too much. Also, everyone, can you at least look at the date right now? Look at what the date says. I just wanted to say that to everyone. Happy day. Happy June 7th, guys. We all know what June 7th means, right? I'm kidding. If I were making a lot of paint, I'd make mini egg filter. Bro, I would score. Oh, sorry. I am so sorry. I would get only like 800k or lower in that. I didn't say it. I didn't complete the word. Please tell me no one heard that. I am so sorry. Whoops. God, my bad for that, okay? God, I'm not sure what to feel about this, but wait a minute, so, thinking about Dragons is, let's say Miniegg loses this, at least even if Rin's Res reaches the 3-player limit, they can just pick a Rice pick and Kapupa will be able to play that. So it doesn't matter if Rin's Resk play this or not. Now, the reason why I was so unsure about this chart was... I did say before to pick Hybrid 2. Just because I thought it could be more similar to LM4. But right now... Well, to be fair though, it's only the start. It's only 6,000 points. It's not an impossible lead to come back to. I also really like this chart, or the song rather. 6,000 points. This is looking really... It's really close right now. Rinse Rest may have the advantage right now, but this could disappear at any moment. But Mini Egg shouldn't focus too much on the accuracy and hope to find an opportunity instead to strike. That is not the opportunity that I was talking about. This is the kind of thing that could really give Dragons a lot more cushion. Starting to get really ahead for Rinse Rest. That consistency is really rewarding Dragons. Mini Egg trying to come back, but wow, this consistency for Dragons is really impressing me right now. Oh my gosh, even with those mini jacks, still nothing. What is going to be happening here? Time is running out for a potential comeback. Rinse Rest trying to solidify a breakpoint. Can it happen? I think it's going to happen actually. Yeah, it's going to be a breakpoint from Rinse Rest. As now Miku Logic has lost 2 in a row. Dragons struck twice rather. Yeah, the accuracy benefited was in favor of Mini Egg, but Rinse Rest's full combo was too strong. Wait a minute. I thought Rinse Rest already has a 3-player chart. Wait a minute. Let me review it. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Kapupa is already. Kapupa has to play it already. Kapupa has to play because of the 3-player in a row rule. So just to clarify, Kapupa has to play. Uh-oh. That is not good. Not knowing how the ruling works could damage your team's chances. It's already quarterfinals. You gotta be aware of the rules of this tournament.
くて全てから消えて一人きりの夜にもフェイクを照らせあるそうでよかった踊れ踊れ嘘に踊れ今までを捨てて
It's Rise 6, I think. Rise 6 or Rise 4. So it's gonna be Rise 6, huh? So, okay, the pick is Rise 6, alright? Something could be happening. Give us a moment, please. But Binyag and Kapupar are gonna be the players here, which makes sense. Well, either way, we won't be able to see because some technical issues. It happened, so we can only really rely on the empty link. So let's see. Kapupa wins. It's gonna be a tiebreaker. Oh my goodness. It's a tiebreaker. It's a tiebreaker. It's just sad we weren't able to see it on stream. But, wow. Yep, it's a tiebreaker, guys. By 3,000 points. Oh my goodness. That's insane. That's insane. Alright, we're gonna be fixing some technical issues real quick. Apologies for that. Alright, here we go. Alright. It's going to be a tiebreaker. What a pick. What a chart. What a match. Everything was insane here. Oh wow, okay, those Ellen rolls made Rinse Rest drop a little bit on accuracy there. Right, these patterns, I don't know who these will benefit. Well, there it is. The rolls will benefit dragons. But when Ellen comes into play, Miku Logic Paint S Plus could probably take something from there. So I think right now it's gonna pull towards Rinse Rest. But Mini Egg should be prepared to pick anything ahead because the chances and the opportunities are gonna come. And as long as Mini Egg stays in range and has the accuracy advantage, Miku Logic Paint S can prepare, but that's not what you'd want. Rinse Rest now has full control for this time. 99.65 is actually a pretty significant advantage because as long as you hold the combos, it's not gonna really matter. But when these parts, I think Mini Egg is probably gonna find a few drops. Surprisingly though, we haven't seen much. These mini jacks are really brutal. The fact that this lead is only 6,000 points, part of it's because of how long it is, but at the same time, I just think that there are a lot of opportunities still. These parts will benefit Mini Egg, but Rinse Rest is able to hold on and buffer sort of the accuracy lead. Time is of the essence here. It's halfway in. Mini Egg is sort of falling into it. Rinse Rest is not able to climb as much, but it doesn't matter. The full combo is still in Rinse Rest's hands. The density, it's not affecting them at all. In fact, it's actually increasing the accuracy. And now this is where I think Mini Egg could start to take something. But if Rinse Rest is gonna keep this, it's not gonna matter too much. Time, is it Mini Egg's time to do something? Or can Rinse Rest maintain it? Well, right now it's looking like Rin can maintain it after all, but the accuracy lead is sort of dropping. I can see a little bit of rushing on both sides, but it's not gonna matter too much. Those mini jacks not making anyone miss. Oh my gosh. I thought this was Mini Egg's part to shine. Well, he's shining for the record, but Rinse Risk is... Oh! As I say that, that's gonna be the chance that Miniac has always been waiting for this entire time with these rolls. Oh my gosh! But those Minijacks, a few hundred points are left in this lead. Oh my gosh! Miniac has to hold on. Rinse is just right off the corner, right off the neck. Time is of the essence, as I said. And there isn't much of it. With a lot of these rolls, a lot of these Minijacks, Miniac can find a drop, but the lead is reserved for some reason. These sectors, they take favor of Miniac slightly, but Rinse Rest is right there. Wait a minute, who has the advantage? Oh, these other rolls benefit Miniac, I think, but somehow Rinse Rest is able to hold on. What? What is this? What is this win? It's 210 points! I cannot believe we're seeing this. Wait a minute. Is that it? You can't forget to hit this note or release it or anything. Don't, just don't. Don't get 200, nothing. And there it is. Dragons is gonna take this. The 200 count. The judgments favored Miniac, but the misses were way too much. It's over. What a win from Dragons. Backs behind the wall. They were 5-2 down, and Dragons found a way to come back. Miku Logic Paint S Plus made a really good tactical strategy. They had the keys. They knew what they were doing. They had to pick order strategy well. They had the player strategy well at the same time. Dragons, on the other hand, almost lost it, but Kapupa made a really clutch play in that final rise pick, and Rinse Rust delivered the final blow for Dragons. Both teams were amazing, tactically wise and match performance wise. What a fun match. Both teams just had so much to give, and wow. I have no words. These two teams were really good. Just like that, they'll be facing Leo. I don't know what Leo is. I think someone else can do that for me. I'm too lazy to search who this is. Okay, I'm sorry. It's 1:13 in the morning, and I'm gonna go to bed soon. Who's Leo, bro? What is this team? Soundy and Yellow. Okay, well that's a really strong team. Okay, Dragons have a big wall to climb, but they climbed it 5-2 down. I know they can do it again. For the meantime, though, let's congratulate Dragons for the win, but at the same time, Miku Logic was a great team as well. Can't really deny that they performed amazing today, too. So we're going to be having the FFR D9 team versus Get Creative Make a Name 45 minutes from now. We'd all want you to stay tuned for that one. Thanks so much everyone for coming to the stream. Thank you Black People for streaming. Thank you Epic Mentor for refereeing. Thank you the players for playing practice. And of course, thank you everyone for being present on this match. This is LivelyPeninsula, your commentator for this, signing off.